7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, I'm at Uckwit. I started the stream, but I forgot to make it public, so I was streaming to nobody and nobody could see it. So there'll be a couple of videos unlisted that I'll delete later. So thanks, Johan. Cheers for the tip, mate. He messaged me on Facebook to say technical issues. I went, no, it's working fine at my end. And I looked again and went, oh, you dick. You've got it set to private, not public. But hey, we're here now. Sorry for the delay. You're only missing Austria, North Macedonia. If you're watching the soccer, that is. Right. I was going to start a video of, because I'm using Lothar Calm today. It's been hyped. I saw Jim Will Shave say the other day, say he's the last person on YouTube to use it. Jim, no you're not. It's me, Dave Card. Hello Dave, how you doing? Moses, good afternoon. I've got a tablet down here. Oh, and I can now see a chat on the screen as well. So it looks like the glitch from last time is now working for some reason. Soccer, what's that? It's a game where a lot of people run around a piece of grass. Those people get paid a lot of money kicking a piece of plastic and they fall over at the drop of a hat. But I'll keep the two of them going side by side. Carl, how are you doing, mate? Bit red, not too much sun. Well, we had a 5-mile beach walk this morning and a game of golf yesterday in the sun. Dave Card, Flash, hello. Dave, she's very well, as am I, thank you very much. I had my second, I woke up Wednesday, there was no midweek video last week. I woke up Wednesday morning and I couldn't move my left shoulder, it was just locked in place. And I was like that up until this morning, really painful. And on Friday, they gave me my second COVID jab. So this arm's sore as hell. But there's been no fluid type effect so far. So we're not running a load of hot water. I've got a cold bottle stroke thermos flask with hot water in. Nick, how you doing, mate? Yeah, we call it football as well, Moses, just in case there's any educated Americans watching who are now going to unsubscribe from the stream. More than like last time, I can see there's 9 people viewing on the phone. We've been going 4 minutes 15 seconds, waffling far too much. So I've got Lothar Calm, a sample sent me by Scott Newman, who hasn't appeared yet. He's probably pished in the garden somewhere. Oh, there you go. He just appeared. I've no idea, Johan. I woke up, I've been laid on my stomach, which takes some doing, and in bed, and I woke up and I was just like, oh, I can't move. It was absolute agony. I couldn't even lift a cup of coffee. That is bad. And Johan, I haven't got the live bug. The reason I'm doing the live shaves is to do stuff different to other shaving channels about the same sort of size. And if they click on it can get done, they can learn how to do it themselves. It's not hard. And then they can do. I just read Scott's comment, yeah. Hang on, yeah, I'll just lay back and think of England. Hi Lewis, how's Florida? Anyhow, I've got a totally dry brush, which is a RazoRock 400, and I've got a teaspoon of water with 1.2 grams of Lothar sitting in my bowl. No, I'm not bowl lavering. I'm just loading the brush from the bowl. I've had plenty of practice at this recently. This morning at 8:30 here it was 23 degrees Celsius. Double it had 32, what's that, 46, I don't know, look, mid high 70s. But it was like a 25-mile-an-hour wind straight off the east coast, off the North Sea. So I've heard varying reviews about Lothar, from it's the greatest soap ever to it's overpriced garbage, essentially. Now I've got no issues with the price point. The scent to me it's similar to Herb Garden I used in the last shave. You haven't mentioned the Three Lions Great Winter Day. It was a piss boring game and it was 1-0. Wouldn't exactly call that a great win. Right, I'm going to have to stick with the phone for the chat, so hopefully that doesn't time out, as the tablet seems to have lost the connection. Let me close that. Let me go back on there, close that and bring that back up. Right, so yeah, so it's quite similar in scent to Herb Garden I used in the last live shave, and Martin de Candra original. So we've got a pretty good load on the brush there. Please check your network connection on the tablet. I'm just making sure I've got it's a croapy soap, if that makes sense to you. An Englishman in Scotland. Are you supporting Scotland in the Czech Republic? Yes, I am, because they're a home nation. However, next weekend, when Scotland play England, I won't be supporting Scotland. So we're still going. I think we're getting the best of it. So to speak. You need lots of water. Keep adding. Cheers, Scott. Well, so far I've only added a teaspoon to a dry brush and what's in the contents of the bowl. And by the way, Scott, that comment I made earlier on Facebook in that group, that wasn't for a freebie. That was just so you could throw it in, not charge me extra postage. But that brush isn't for me. That's got another purpose in life. Soap. It's easy to lather. It's a very pleasant scent. It's certainly not in your face, but I think it's called Calm, isn't it? So I wouldn't expect it to be. Trying to read the screen. How is the Boss not? I've never tried one. I haven't got a Boss Not Scott. I've got a Timberwolf, black one. I imagine this is what they call a black plisson. But it was on my first brushes. And I really like it. I do have the aluminium handle as well that I re-knotted with a badger once I drip the Plisson knot. We do, Lewis. Everyone does seem to try and Lothar. Scott was good enough to send me a sample up. I don't own a tub. Mr. Newman bought it and used the post office. But I've got no issues at all with the quality of that lather. I could probably get a load more water into it. Hey, you've got the live chat back up on the tablet. Yeah, I've got no issues at all with it, Johan. It looks like it's lathered up pretty well. So we'll see what it's like. Some people, I've seen some videos recently, people saying it's got very little residual slickness. So we'll see what OSP number 8 Lewis. You'll like that one. That's full of beefy tallow goodness. So the razor is a Gillette Rocket HD 500 from 1953. Not this razor, but this model razor was what my father told me to shave with. It's the first vintage razor I bought when I rediscovered wet shaving, so to speak. And we were off on for 12 minutes. Christ, I thought Kerry took a long time lathering. The blade is not a blade I particularly like. It's a feather, high stainless, on its third use, which will probably be the last. The first shaves from these normally start off pretty rough. Second shave's normally pretty good. Third shave's pretty good, and the blade, the edge just dies for me. You can't beat a bit of badger on the face, Scott, can you? Right, so Rocket 500 HD, English made, 3 days of growth. Mine's little. I discovered the other night that when you've got a stiff shoulder, don't try and use a Feather Artist Club to have a shave, because you just drop the blade straight into your chin, into your cheek. I hadn't used a straight for a while, so I spent half an hour having a practice with no blade in, doing that sort of action. And I whacked the blade in, got to this side and went, you dick, you just cut yourself. These things, the Rockets, Super Speeds, and now this thing's almost 70 years old now, 53. It's almost 70 years old. And okay, there is some residual slickness on the face, but I've got soaps, probably even Wickham might leave a bit more. Got soap all over my t-shirt, it's going everywhere. Same age as you then, not far off, mate. 20 years, well, 19 years. 1953, 14 years difference. Hey, Scott, what's the football score at the moment between Austria and Macedonia? I thought there was only 2 games on today. I thought there was just the England game and then the Holland game later on. This software on the phone's been tweaked since the last live shave. There's a few new features on it which I haven't played with yet. But there needs to be a big reminder button to say, make sure you go live, you dick, and don't record, don't go just straight to private. Yeah, did you like the 1 minute countdown introduction? I made that the other night. I was bored. Still on 1, okay. Cheers, Scott. I've even got comments up on the phone this time, whereas last time I had nothing. Yeah, slickness wise, it's okay. There's some left on the skin. Yeah, Aristo, I've got a Canadian rocket from, she's like 4 years younger, English made but sold in Canada. Same head, slightly thinner, longer handle, and it is a delight to use. The scent on this soap's quite nice actually. Lavender, rosemary, eucalyptus, I think. I'm wearing a matching skirt. No, the pants are blue, mate. But at least I'm wearing pants. No, we do have underwear on. That one was just a one-off opportune moment. That was just, it was too good to pass up. And that was good. I pixelated it. Yeah, I didn't dunk that one. Next, what I might do is go back to the bowl with a tablespoon of water. Teaspoon of water even, which I'll do now. I thought that was quite a good idea today, just to save the sound of water getting run while we're shaving, because it's unavoidable. I just tend to rinse off in a sink full of whiskers, which doesn't bother me. Back to life. Salt, salt. Yeah, but that's not a bad result really, Scott, is it, for what was left in the bowl, which isn't really a lot. And yeah, I would say that's pretty well hydrated. Now it's starting to fall off and go everywhere. Yeah, that's pretty well hydrated and lathered. So, how's everybody's weekend been? Yesterday was warmish and windy. Today was warmer, but just as windy. Watched some good TV last night. Watched, if you haven't seen it, if you can get it, it's a French Netflix series, Lupin. The first season 1, I suppose, was 5 episodes. We watched, it's been classed as season 2. But it's the same story, it's just a continuation of the storyline. We watched that last night, only 45, each episode's only 45 minutes, so it filled in a couple of hours. After watching Eriksen collapse on the pitch, didn't watch the Belgium game. I thought he was dead, I must admit. I saw them doing CPR on him, I thought, doesn't look good, hope they have a defib. But the medics did a cracking job. It is you on, isn't it? Yeah, we watched it yesterday as well. It's easy to watch, but it is good. Have you watched Mare of Easttown yet? I keep on looking over there because that's where the tablet is. Have you watched Mare of Easttown yet? If you haven't seen that, stick it on and watch it. You'll like that. I wouldn't say it needs much time, or if it's got, in all honesty, there's a good level of slickness left on the skin there now. So maybe, I know some people took issue with it because it's a new maker. It's a new maker, why is he charging £18 a tub? Well, he can charge what the hell he likes. It's his product. If he wants to charge £65 a tub, he can charge £65 a tub. If you can get it, Johan, say Mare of Easttown. If you can get it, it's worth a watch. I'm thinking maybe they haven't quite dabbled in the Lothar and the water needing properties of the soap, because is it the best soap ever? Nah, probably not. Lewis, I do apologise. 2 live videos and 2 soaps. Unfortunately, I've already used one, so I can only take 50% of the blame, which I'm happy to do. The razor blade combination, spot on. A feather on the 3rd use, and the rocket. Yeah, there's still. What would I compare it to, Dave? Scent wise, as I said, OSP, Herb Garden, Martin Decander original. It's very croapy. The sample I've got is. Hiya Baz, how you doing? CK6 maybe? There's a soap base. A&E, and I don't mean the Kaizen. I've only tried samples of Kaizen and Kaizen 2, and the normal A&E base was good enough for me. Phoenix and Bow, okay. Johan, has this got tallow in it? Or is it fully vegan? You know, Kaizen 8 Scott is the Arco stick you sent up to me, which I was pleasantly surprised with, having never used Arco before. Yes, you smell like a toilet you ran in the 1980s, but you're pretty slick. It's tallow, is it? Okay, yeah, in that case, yeah, Phoenix and Bow. Even OSP. I do like James's tallow base. I think it's very, very good. Right, we're now going to go to the face wash time, but without the edit or the cut. So, by all accounts, the post-shave for your face is excellent. I do have some witch hazel. Got no problems at all with that lather. So, if you've got the time, I would urge you to try this. Kevy Parr does this in a video, and Kevy got it from Curry at Phoenix and Bow. Basically, it's a way to get the most out of your soap. They're full of butters and stuff that's good for the skin. So when you finish your shave, this is what I do. This is where I go. I'll see you in a minute. I'll whack it on and I'll leave it. Bit of running water. Yeah, we've got all the sample out the bowl. So 1.2 grams of Loafer. Best part of 4 passes. And a face wash afterwards. Yeah, I'll take that. Lewis, Kaizen's like the Rocky Horror movies, it doesn't stop. Fast and Furious, Lewis, Fast and Furious. By the time you've watched one, there's another 16 of them out. And I leave the soap on while I'll get everything cleaned up. The bowl, the brush. Johan, try it on a day when you're not videoing, mate. Just give it a shot. I think you might be pleasantly surprised. I was. It's such a simple technique. When you're finished, literally just rinse it off. What else we're doing today? Using a hand squeegee. post shave. Newman, you're a prick. It's when she catches you with your bad end in a bar of butter. When you tell you that you're just getting lubed up for later on because she has a problem and you know you're in trouble, mate. Well, I've been pleasantly surprised. I've got the live chat on the phone, which negates me using a tablet, which I didn't have last time. I can see people viewing. So, technology-wise, once this biff had remembered to push the right button, because I was stupid, things went okay. Right, the shave. Well, I've got witch hazel down here, and I've got Nivea 2-in-1. I don't feel like I need either of them. So yes, that is. I still feel like there's a layer on the face. Almost feels like a wax. Yeah, it does. It almost feels like a wax. Lothar. Would I recommend it? It says it's not a bad soap base once you get it sussed and get it loaded correctly. It is quite thirsty. I haven't cleaned the razor yet. We will try for a fourth shave on that feather. Feathers for me normally three shaves and dead. They tend to die quite quickly, the edges. Performance and price. I'm hoping the Wi-Fi hasn't just dropped out in the house. I think it might have done. Yeah, I think you could do a lot worse. There's an all-in-one. There's a one-stop shop and a soap. Yeah, the picture's frozen at my end, Dave, as well. I'm just about to knock on the head. I don't know if it's a Wi-Fi issue or not. Everything still says it's got connection. Would I recommend it? Yeah, if you want to chase the latest and greatest. I won't be buying any. I've got enough soap as it is. That's it, folks. Right, I'm going to knock on the head because the camera's frozen, or the video's frozen for some reason. So, call Johan. What, for IT issues? No, you're okay. I think I'd rather call Dave Card. Nothing personal there, Johan. I think Dave's far more suited. Right, folks, we're done. If you have any comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching, and we'll get back to the pre-recorded shaves for the next few weeks. Bye for now.